Hey everyone, welcome back to ChaatNChat. My name is Josh.
My name is Miguel.
And we are watching Drishyam. This is part 3. So if you haven't watched part 1 or part 2, then you can go check both of those out. I put the link to them in the description below this video. After watching those, you can join us back here. And as a reminder, catch us after the movie where we're going to be discussing our thoughts, opinions. Did we understand the whole thing? What did we miss? Also, our Pani Puri rating.
That's right.
और अगर अब तक नहीं किया, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए और लाइक बटन पर थप्पड़ मारो.
विजय सच बोल रहा था
लेकिन सर
इतना वक्त ज़ाया किया हमने इससे बेहतर अगर सैम को ढूंढने की कोशिश करते तो शायद
Exactly.
भी और क्या प्रूफ चाहिए तुम्हें
You're trying from the wrong end and you should try from the other end, which if you're a good investigator, you would be trying all leads, not just...
Yeah, like talk to their son's friends like you said.
सीसीटीवी फुटेज प्रूफ है इस बात का कि विजय 3 तारीख को पणजी में था
विजय 3 तारीख को पणजी में था.
But maybe not on the second.
वो जानता था कि हम ये सीसीटीवी फुटेज देखने वाले हैं. इनफैक्ट वो चाहता था कि हम ये फुटेज देखें. बहुत बढ़िया प्लान था.
She's like, dang, this guy's like a super villain. If she only knew how nasty her son was, though.
तब सत्संग शुरू हो गया
2 तारीख को तो विजय यहाँ था ही नहीं.
उन्होंने फिल्म का पूरा फर्स्ट हाफ प्रोजेक्शन रूम में बैठ के देखा था.
अच्छे कस्टमर्स को कौन भूलता है मैम.
ये सब उसने मुझे तब बताया जब हाल ही में वो मुझे फिर से मिला.
Right. It had already left. It was already over.
विजय और उसकी फैमिली ने अपनी पणजी वाली झूठी कहानी सिर्फ रची ही नहीं बल्कि जी है. वो सच में पणजी गए थे.
She's actually a really good investigator.
वेरी वेल प्लेड. चौथी फेल विजय साड़गांवकर.
She's a little bit snotty about that, I'm sorry to say.
Well,
3 अक्टूबर को विजय सैम की कार से पणजी चला गया. फिर उसने एक मोबाइल फोन खरीदा और उसमें सैम का सिम कार्ड डाल दिया. और फिर उसने वो फोन किसी नेशनल परमिट के ट्रक में फेंक दिया.
got everything right.
दिन उसने सिनेमा की 4 टिकट्स भी खरीदी. फिर वो तालेगांव बस स्टैंड गया और 3 बजे वहाँ के एटीएम से पैसे निकाले.
He shouldn't have looked at the camera like that. He should have just been kind of very casual and given
Yeah,
enough
he just
of his-
wanted to make sure that there's no...
Yeah, well, he just give enough of, you're looking around waiting and you just kind of like do a quick, not a...
प्राइवेट बस से पणजी गया. विजय ने उसे भी बताया कि वो सब सत्संग में हिस्सा लेने के लिए पणजी जा रहे हैं. पणजी पहुँच के वो करीब
So she's playing it all forward.
फिर रात को कहीं बाहर खाना खाया और अगली सुबह फिर से उसी रेस्टोरेंट से खाना मंगवाया जहाँ से 3 तारीख को पार्सल लिया था. लॉज से चेकआउट
Yeah, okay. I was wondering what he was doing with all the receipts.
Yeah.
और उसने 5 तारीख के सारे बिलों को फाड़ के फेंक दिया और हमें सारे 3 तारीख के बिल दिखाए और फिर उन्हीं सब लोगों से मिला.
It's like she's watched this movie already.
Yeah.
सबके दिमाग में ये बात फिट कर डाली कि वो 2 अक्टूबर को अपनी फैमिली के साथ सत्संग के लिए पणजी आया था और 3 अक्टूबर की शाम को वापस लौटा.
And that goes back to the visuals. Every time he said 2 and 3,
Three, he would-
which stuck in people's heads, seeing the 2 and the 3.
People are going to start accusing me now when I'm doing the 2 and the 3.
और ये सब जानने के बावजूद भी हमारे पास
Exactly.
उसके खिलाफ कोई गवाह
And
और
they've
सबूत
wasted
नहीं.
all their time when they should have been doing,
अगर है
coming
तो
from...
सिर्फ एक थियरी.
Yep.
So you know the truth, you just can't explain it.
कन्फेशन ही सबसे बड़ा सबूत बन जाता है.
मतलब
Okay, you knew this time was coming. Time for a beating. Now, here in the US, this is a big difference between the police departments. Here, you can't coerce a
Yeah,
confession. A
right.
confession. But in India, on these crime stories, you can.
चाहोगा अगर तुम सच सच बता दो वरना ये सब करने के दूसरे तरीके हैं हमारे पास.
मैं सच कह रही हूँ मुझे कुछ नहीं पता.
And you know, here in the US, they wouldn't let someone conduct the investigation if it was their own son.
Right,
So
exactly.
I don't know if they have the same laws in India, but
Yeah,
here
it's
this
like-
couldn't happen.
Yeah. She
तुम
has
तो
a
मेरा हाल
vested
समझती
interest.
होगी ना?
Right.
Yeah, your son is an evil, and if anything, she should really be able to
बेटा
pull this
तुम्हारी
off
बेटी से
because
मिलने
she's
आया था
like,
और गायब हो गया.
yeah, because he was a piece of shit. Sorry.
Oh, he's gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, but I think he's got some aces up his sleeve.
बता बोल तू चाहे
छोड़ दो नहीं प्लीज छोड़
Then not tolerated at all in the US.
No. Yeah, this is coercion at its, like, this is the definition of coercion.
छोड़ दो नहीं प्लीज प्लीज छोड़ दो
He knew a beating was coming. I wonder if he took some premeditated painkillers.
Yeah.
Oh, the little girl. I don't know if she can
she's-
stay
yeah.
strong. He's got to console her or something. Just keep remembering that it's going to be a lot worse in prison.
इस लड़की को जानते हो?
नहीं आंटी
जिस दिन सैम गायब हुआ उस दिन तुमने उसे फोन किया था, करेक्ट? लेकिन उस दिन तो तुमने इस बात से इनकार कर दिया। अब तुम बताते हो या मैं इनसे कहूं?
आते हुए मारो एक झापड़
बताता हूँ
Yeah. What do you think she's going to do when she finds out her son did
Exactly.
something like
She's
this?
gonna. You know what? I think.
Boys will be boys.
Boys, I bet.
Oh, he stashed the phone. Oh, that's so dirty.
मुझे भी सेंड करना है
पहले से कुछ मेरा तो फायदा हो जाए
Now what?
Now
now what,
she's like-
lady?
And both.
Well, the dad kind of knew that he was a rotten egg, but she wanted to believe that he was innocent and wonderful.
This could rip her career apart too.
Yeah, because if it gets out,
Yeah,
I mean,
and that she
all
and,
the details.
Yeah, and there's so many officers involved. It's like she just can't let them go. It's
मैडम बाहर बहुत भीड़ जमा हुई है
Yep, go tell them exactly what your son did.
किसी को अंदर आने मत देना। चाहिए तो और फोर्स बुलाओ।
Now what?
exactly now what?
बोल क्या किया तुम लोगों ने सैम के साथ नहीं पता बोल बता
Oh man, this is freaking over. Oh man, I can't.
पुलिस का हाथ पकड़ता है
He'd rather take it himself.
Yep.
मैं सबको मार डालूंगा बता
Yeah, see,
नहीं पता
they're gonna
नहीं?
kill them all, and at this point, you know,
Who's gonna break?
if they truly don't know because they don't know where he is, he's been moved. It's like she's turned into the monster,
No, the daughter, the little girl, she's gonna crack.
but she's gonna say it's in the yard and it's not. She's gonna do it just to say that it's in the yard when it's not.
Is he gonna hit her? No, dude, how awful can you be?
It's child abuse.
Well, come on.
Well, it's abuse all the way around, but
Yeah,
this
but
मेरी बेटी अंदर है
अरे लेकिन मेरी बेटी मेरी बेटी अंदर है
मुझे मेरे मम्मी पापा के पास जाना है
सच बता फिर मैं तुम्हें तुम्हारे मम्मी पापा के पास ले जाऊंगा
मुझे बहुत डर लग रहा है मैं सारा इल्जाम कबूल कर लेती हूँ फिर सब ठीक हो जाएगा ना
नहीं नंदिनी तीन बार किस लिए खाई ताकि हम हार मान लें
yeah, if she tells them, you're right, if they did have the
And
body moved and nothing is there,
they're-
be like, guys, what are you doing? She's a child. Like, how
She
old is
told
she?
you
Like, 5
anything
years old?
just to-
just
yeah.
to get you not to kill her parents.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the problem with.
And he knows she's a brave girl, and he knows that she's gonna say.
मुझे मेरे मम्मी पापा के पास जाना है
मीरा बस बहुत हो गया रोको उसे enough is enough ये हम जो कर रहे हैं वो गैर कानूनी है just for a moment just consider कि शायद गायतुन ने कोई गलतफहमी हुई है
बता सच क्या है
Oh,
बता
And he knows she was going to say it. Tell him.
Yeah.
हमारी बेटी लेके जा रही है अब जा तुमने उस लड़के को दफनाया
Yeah. Oh, what?
तेरा खेल खलास विजय साड़गा
Oh, you think so, huh?
खत्म
He's
अब
looking at
तुम्हारी
him like,
अगली फैमिली ट्रिप
no, I already know. He already planned this. Dig all you
yeah,
want.
because they showed us the concrete hole that they were renovating.
Yeah.
And then after, it just was a coincidence that after this whole thing happened, the concrete got poured. Oh, and all the media's there too. And they're not
It's
going
going
to
to
find anything.
devastate her career, and
ये सब गाय तोड़ने का किया धरा है विजय ने उसको घास नहीं डाली ना इसलिए बदला ले रहा है वो उससे
yeah, and he's taking down him too at the same time.
दिन पहले पुलिस उन्हें बिना वजह उठा के लेके गई और उनकी
Yeah.
पूछताछ भी की
This is going to devastate the police force.
ये विजय और उसकी फैमिली को हम सब जानते हैं वो बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं प्रभु सर के बाजू में खड़ा है ना गाय तोड़ने उसी ने ये सब किया है
Oh. His, like, a bullet is being made for him right now, and he doesn't know it.
Finding nothing. And she knows it.
Well, she also is probably in her mind wanting it to not be true.
Right.
Because until she sees the body, she doesn't know her son is
Right.
dead. So I think she's conflicted and she wants him to be there, but at the same time, she wants it to be false so that he's still alive.
Mm-hmm. She wants him to be alive, and that's not going to happen.
You okay?
They're going to have one...
Oh, there's
see-
something...
See, there's something there, and it's going to be like dead cow or something.
Oh, everyone's starting to smell it.
मैं डर गई थी इसलिए मैंने बता दिया
कोई बात नहीं बेटा उसने तुम पर हाथ उठाया
हाँ
Oh, he's gonna get it. Oh, he is so going to get it. A dog or something?
Dog or something like that. Goat, who
Oh,
knows?
dude, if he killed a dog just for that, that's horrible.
She knows she got played. Love how they're leading up to this.
What is it?
The dog. Looks like a dog.
Mira.
Dude, if he killed a dog just to cover his tracks. Ah.
इस गाय तोड़ने ने अन्नू को मारा हमारी अन्नू को हम निर्दोष हैं फिर भी हमें कमरे में बंद करके बहुत पीटा
रुक तुझे इला तुझे
इसी ने मारा मेरी बेटी को
टच नहीं करने का टच नहीं करने का
कोने में चल
बच्ची को मारता है मारो इसको
Yeah.
मारो इसको बच्ची को मारता है मारो इसको
Oh, yeah. It's not a good enough beating. I like how they're not even trying to like, protect him. Like, they're just thrashing this dude, and everyone's watching.
विजय तुम्हें नहीं लगता कि उनकी जिंदगी पूरी तरह से बर्बाद हो गई
They did wrong.
जी होने के साथ साथ वो एक माँ भी तो थी ऐसा लग रहा है कि जुर्म हमने किया और सजा उन्हें भुगतनी पड़ रही है
You guys paid for it too. They thrashed.
बड़प्पन है कि तुम ऐसा सोच रही
Yeah.
लेकिन अगर सैम की जगह अंजू होती और अंजू की जगह सैम तो क्या आईजी मीरा अपने बेटे को बचाने की कोशिश नहीं करती
Yep.
इसमें कुछ भी सही या गलत नहीं
Yeah, there's not a right or wrong here.
तुमने वो लाश उस गड्ढे से कब निकाली
जो मैं सैम की कार को ठिकाने लगा कर वापस आया रविवार रात
और कहाँ दफनाई
He's not going to tell her, right?
No, he
It
shouldn't.
should stay with him.
His little garage hut.
वो राज मेरे दिल में महफूज है और इसी में हम सब
Yep.
Oh.
She's had a good long think about it.
Yeah, but you think she's going to still try to ask him where the body is, or to at least tell her off record that he's dead so they don't hold out false
Maybe.
hope?
Maybe.
जब माँ और बाप बनने की उम्मीद छोड़ दी थी हमने तो अचानक हमें एक बेटा हुआ, इकलौता बेटा था। शायद इसीलिए हमने उसे इतने लाड़ प्यार के साथ बड़ा किया कि आज हमें पछतावा हो रहा है।
I love the very defiant folded arms stand.
शांति से सोचने पर हमें एहसास हुआ कि
Very defensive.
हमारे बेटे के साथ जो भी कुछ हुआ या नहीं हुआ, उसके जिम्मेदार शायद हम ही हैं।
Yeah. Could have been
She's
more.
not speaking though, because I don't think she really believes it.
इन जाने में हमने तुम्हें और तुम्हारी फैमिली को बहुत तकलीफ मचाई। Sorry.
She wants to push him off the cliff. I'm sure.
Just
That was the thought that
that-
ran through my mind.
हमें बस इतना बता दो कि हमारे सैम के साथ हुआ क्या है।
Will we tell him? I'd be worried they're wearing a wire.
ये सस्पेंस बर्दाश्त नहीं होगा हमें विजय। हम लोग जी नहीं पाएंगे इस तरह। बस हमें इतना बता दो कि हम लोग
And this is a ruin that you need to live with because you ruin these other people's lives as well. Which is, think about the little girl and, I mean, how traumatic the rest of her life is going to be.
Yeah.
मीरा, let's go.
हमें भी माफ कर दीजिए।
Oh, don't say it.
एक दिन इस दुनिया में एक बिन बुलाए मेहमान आ जाता है। वो हमारी इस छोटी सी दुनिया को तबाह करने की साजिश करता है। भीख तक मांगते हैं, लेकिन वो नहीं सुनता। एक हादसा हो जाता है और हम उस बिन बुलाए मेहमान को ऐसी जगह पहुंचा देते हैं जहां से वो कभी वापस नहीं आएगा।
Okay, keeping it cryptic where they can understand it, but if it's being recorded, there's deniability.
Yeah.
हमें माफ कर दीजिए।
And they know too, they know about the tape, so they know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised they weren't recording him or trying to entrap him.
बहुत घमंड होगा ना तेरे को? कैसे पुलिस को उल्लू बनाया? तो रुक जरा, एक बार लाश मिलने दे।
नहीं सर, मैं कौन होता हूँ पुलिस को उल्लू बनाने वाला?
This is in the future, in the
पुलिस
past.
की बहुत रिस्पेक्ट करता हूँ।
The new police station is built on that pad. I think.
और मुझे पूरा यकीन है कि आप और आपका ये पुलिस स्टेशन हमेशा हमारी रक्षा करेगा।
Ah, yes. Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
I think so, because didn't they say they were building it back then?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I just got
Yes.
goosebumps.
Oh, yeah,
How
yeah.
poetic is that?
Yeah, they will
Like,
never find the body.
Oh.
Yeah. Or the
Not
family
in
would
his
be,
lifetime.
Yeah, the family will be long gone. Yep. Yep.
Oh, they did a really good job lining those shots
yeah,
up.
that's really nice. Where would be the last place that they would think to look in their new police station?
Dude, and he's like, I'm gonna be sitting right here. And he's like, okay, you're right on top of the body.
अब ये पुलिस स्टेशन का अपना स्लैब का काम हो गया है।
Right, that's
मंडे
what
से
I
उसका
just
फ्लोरिंग का
remembered
काम
him
शुरू
saying
होगा।
that. Yo. Congrats on the new building, guys.
Yeah, awesome. But again, the whole thing of the attitude of the police force is, you made fools of us, so we're going to get you. And it's like, again, you are supposed to be servants of the people for justice and truth and, you know, order. And if you have that kind of attitude, you will never have them engaged with you in a great way.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, that just upped it in my book right there.
Yeah.
Dang. That was great.
It was pretty good.
Wow. This is kind of one of those ethical debates. Is what he did, was it wrong? Was it right? I
Yep.
mean, people will always say that murder is wrong, but
Right.
it wasn't on purpose. In a way, it was self-defense.
Yes.
Because she was trying to go for the phone, and we know that she was.
Yes,
That's what
yes.
she was
It
doing.
was
That
not,
was her
and
intention.
it was not willful and premeditated.
So him dying was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
There wouldn't have been as severe of a punishment, but knowing that he's also the son of a high
Right.
official,
Right. They would have
there's
made-
no way they would have got the fair treatment.
No
if you
way.
kill
No way.
a cop's son, you're done.
Yeah.
Like you are
Yeah.
absolutely done.
Yeah.
And he, like they all know that.
Yeah.
And so they
Mm-hmm.
they hide the body. They do what they have to do.
Right.
But at the same time, we have to give credit to the inspector, right? Because she was on it. She knew. She had that intuition. Now,
Right.
yes, they could have went at a different angle. I'm surprised they didn't talk to the son's friend
Earlier, as well as just built a timeline from where he was. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the whole thing, is you would have a timeline. Who knew him in the past? What are the relationships?
But we were also kind of watching this from the perspective of the family.
Correct.
So maybe they were doing that on the side.
Yeah.
Because they did. They had other details come in, right? Because they brought him in, they
Right.
tracked down the phone and all that sort of stuff. So maybe on the side, they were doing all of that. But we were only shown things that had to do with the family. So
well, and
Maybe
the
that's why.
the fact that she said that there was a lawyer that had, one of the people at the nature camp had filed a complaint against him.
Right.
That should have been a red flag of, oh, why was there a complaint filed? And then they should have asked some of the girls there, like, what was going on? And,
Yeah.
you know.
But it
because
would have led
I-
them to the connection earlier.
It would have led them to the connection earlier. But at the same time, they would have also gotten a picture, because my gut says she was not the first one that he's ever done that to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Absolutely not.
But all of that would have been on his phone.
Would have been on his phone.
That
but,
was destroyed.
Again, well, we don't, again, the time frame, you know, lots of stuff is in the cloud now. And
Not back then. This movie is
well,
older.
but no, even text messages forever have been in the cloud, because as soon as they move from one phone to another, they go through the network, and all of
yeah,
that
but
is
he
saved.
didn't send it to anybody.
Well,
they
he-
made clear, because
But-
even the flashback.
But again, boys talk, and I'm sure that there was some conversations that went back and forth via
okay.
text, as well as, again, maybe not her video, but I bet you one of the other girls' videos was probably traded around, or other photos and other things like
Maybe.
that. And again, if they were doing video, guess what? It was already much later technology than you think, time frame than it was. Anyhow, I think that
Yeah,
they
look,
would
video-
have gotten a lot of.
If you're thinking that it was saved, the video was automatically saved to the cloud like videos do nowadays.
Yeah,
it wasn't like that.
No.
I mean, this movie
But
was
again,
back
if
when I had
he's-
my like Sony Ericsson or something. It took videos, but I'll tell you, it did not have cloud capabilities.
And it didn't actually have the clarity that one had either.
Yeah.
So, but what I'm saying is that there was a lot more evidence on his side that we never heard about, or that they never revealed that they got.
Well,
and I think if they had, you know, if they had, girls had kind of said, well, you know, he wasn't really a fan of, you know, the
Well, it's
girls
all
were not.
hearsay. Maybe they did do that and they didn't find anything. Maybe it was his first time. We don't know because we didn't see it.
Yeah, maybe.
So anyway, it's an ethical kind of dilemma. Like this movie like skirted that topic and it was interesting. And then it's also interesting because one more of the theme of the movie is don't pamper your freaking kids and spoil them like that. Like, you know, they need
Well-
punishment. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of corporal punishment.
Right.
But kids still need to be punished like when they're
And they
doing
need to
wrong
have
and they
boundaries,
need to do that.
and they need to be taught right,
Exactly.
and they need to be reined in when they've gone off the rails into
Yeah.
the wild and done something.
And when they're
that's-
spoiled like that, I mean, they'll do anything. He'll think that he's fully untouchable and capable, especially
Yep.
if his parents don't even touch him.
Right.
So, moral of the story: you don't spoil your kids.
Right. You need to have your kids in check.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Teach them right, or else your kids might end up under a police station. So. Yeah.
Your kid might.
That's the tagline of the movie. Teach your kids proper etiquette, or they'll wind up under a police station. So, okay.
Underfoot at a police station.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, what would you rate it?
I'm going to give this a good solid 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it. It had good spins. we kind of got some of the things on what he was doing with receipts and, you know, things like that. Few little twists that he did. Like, I was like, how did he know that, you know, about what was talked about? And I'm like, when was there a recording or something done? You know, so DVD, so yeah. And then again, you said, again, it wasn't the time when everybody would just be there with their cell phone recording it.
Right.
So yeah, there was a little twists in there that I was like, yeah.
Well, I am going to give it a 9 because I absolutely love the way he covered his tracks. Like, that was so next level thinking. It's like he took all of his experiences of these movies. He watched so many crime movies that it's almost like How to Get Away with Murder, right? He could write his own book, How to Get Away with Murder. So what I really appreciate is like all those little details that he must have thought on that way. And if you go back and watch, again, like these mystery movies, they leave these breadcrumbs for you. So if you go back and watch it, every time he hesitated when he was looking at something, that was his brain calculating, how can I use that to my advantage?
Right. Which brings up another theme that I really liked, was there was a bit of eliteness about education, and then, you know, he was a 4th grade dropout. Okay. I personally believe that people can be incredibly smart and capable at all levels. Okay. And yes, there are those that follow education systems and get into good schools and get grades and high ranks and, you know, big degrees and everything. But that's through lots of culmination of a lot of opportunity, chance, timing, all sorts of other factors. And some people don't get that, and they can be just as smart, if not smarter.
No. There's a difference. There's a difference between book smart and street smart.
True.
This guy had the aces in street smarts because he had to make a way without the book smarts. Because he was a 4th grade dropout, he still succeeded in his life, built his own business, and it was all through the street ground up working and through his own experiences. And that's why when he was talking to his daughter, he's like, no, you need to go do new things. You need to go meet new people and all that, because that is street smart versus book smart. And this movie really did a good diagnosis of, I mean, she's book smart, he's street smart, and you put them against each other and see what happens. So for me, that's what this is. It's not saying, oh, well, these people have those opportunities and this guy's just as good. It's like, it's a very different, you know, it's a different way of thinking. And his was, maybe you can not call it street smart, maybe you can call it cinema smart.
Because
that's where
if he
learned.
was at 4th grade level, he may not have had the best of reading skills, even though he obviously was fluent in multiple languages, but he may not have had the reading or writing skills. And so by watching movies, he could get all of that.
I mean, he read the magazine and stuff like that, so I don't think that's part of it. But anyway, so it was really good. I loved that. I love the twist. I love that it wasn't until that line where the cop said, oh, we'll be like sitting here or something, and when he smiled, I'm like, the body's under the police station.
I thought it was under the garage.
Yeah, because we saw the garage, and when he pulled the garage down, I think you and I both were like, but the police station, that was next level.
As soon as, then it clicked, You know, I also have to give a great shout out for the 2 young daughters. Some fantastic acting, particularly the little girl. Broke my heart.
Yeah, she was really good.
Yeah, really
I think
really
maybe
good.
she was actually scared, like on set.
Like
behind the camera, because she looked super scared.
She looked super scared. So really good acting. And I've talked about this before. We've seen some movies where these young actors.
The casting.
The cast
is really
so good. So kudos to them.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys let us know in the comments what you thought. What rating would you give it? I love seeing those, as always. You know, those of you that put your ratings in the comments, I do read them and I really appreciate them. And it's fun to find out what you guys thought about this movie. So be sure to do that if you can. And also, if you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button, that bell icon, turn on all notifications, or like button par tappa maro.